On the sauce, baby. Week 2, college football, SEC. Jacob, you got any exciting matchups you're looking at?
Definitely. I got of course, being a homer over here, I got the South Carolina-Arkansas game, number 1. And my number 2 would be the Tennessee-Pittsburgh game. I'm really looking forward to that one. That one's going to be exciting. And, of course, I want to see just how good Texas is playing Alabama. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of those, especially I think Tennessee at Pittsburgh is really intriguing. But the way Tennessee dominated last week, and Pittsburgh getting a close win over West Virginia. But I think one you might have left out that I'm personally looking forward to after the Week 1 performance is Kentucky at Florida.
Oh.
Kentucky has gotten a lot of hype, but Florida, that was my SEC team surprise of the week. I mean, I just thought they were just really impressed me. G, what do you think?
I got to agree with that on that Florida. I mean, Florida was super impressive. This game is in the swamp. Kentucky kind of disappointed me a little bit in their performance, but again, that's week 1, so
right.
Who knows? My top game is always going to be Arkansas, so beyond that, I like Alabama, Texas. The sad part is those games are on at the same time,
Damn.
which stinks.
Oh, dang, those are both 11 o'clock kickoff games? That's insane.
We're not the Big Ten or any of those other silly conferences.
Who the
This
hell
is
is
the
in
SEC.
charge?
I'm upset because why would you put Alabama in Texas and then Arkansas and South Carolina on at the same time? Maybe if Arkansas and South Carolina was a few years ago, whatever. But with both programs on the rise, makes no sense. And yeah, I gotta say with Kentucky and Florida, that's a big SEC East matchup.
Oh yeah.
Week 2.
What about UCA and Ole Miss?
Go Bears! Go Bears!
Just had to throw out UCA. Although
I got beer pride.
they got beat down by Bobby Petrino and
Bobby P. I still
last
love you, Bobby P.
Hey, that's at 6 p.m. Why do they get prime time?
Well, I don't know.
I think it's actually intriguing that it's at Texas too and not at Alabama.
That's actually gonna be cool.
Texas coming in with them coming into the SEC, just how that crowd is going to be, and I don't know. I mean, I just think it's more interesting that it's at Texas than Alabama. I don't know why, but I mean, does that sound stupid?
No. I think
Not at all.
it's interesting, and there's some. I mean, this whole slate is pretty good. I mean, interesting games. Georgia Sanford, that's a blowout. Ole Miss and Central Arkansas is a blowout. LSU Southern should be, but LSU and Brian Kelly, who knows? But those last two late, 6:30 Auburn, San Jose State at Auburn is interesting as well.
Sorry.
That's okay. So is Mississippi State at Arizona because we get to see if that passing attack is real when they travel west.
Can I throw out a potential upset?
Go ahead, man. What you got?
What about Appalachian State?
I
mean, the way they performed against North Carolina.
Yeah, but
I know it's North Carolina, and Texas A&M. I'm just saying it's potential. Now watch Texas A&M go and kick the shit out of them, which is what going to happen. But I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't know. We got powerhouses like Vanderbilt going into Wake Forest.
Powerhouses.
Hey, Wake Forest is ranked 22nd,
I'm
gentlemen.
saying they better look out for them Commodores, man.
Yeah, they beat Hawaii. And
hopefully they win and move up in our rankings.
And Kansas State and Missouri up there. I mean, that's crazy. Kansas State. Let's get that dub.
I think Kansas State is going to beat Missouri.
I think they're actually favored.
It's at Kansas State, right?
It's at Kansas State, and Kansas State don't even see.
Yeah, they're -6 right there. 8. Sorry,
-8.
Excuse me.
Damn.
So K-State is an 8-point favorite at home against Mizzou. So that'll be interesting as well. Texas, Alabama. I mean, there's each time slot of the day you have something really, really good to watch.
I guess it is good that they kind of spaced it out like that, though. I mean, with each time slot. I mean, I hate 11 o'clock games too, because actually not, because you can wake up.
I have a hot take on that. If you want to hear
Take it.
I kind of prefer 11 a.m. games sometimes.
Why?
Because if I'm really nervous about our games, we get to get it out there, and if we win, it's a great day. But if we lose, it's a terrible Saturday.
You can drink more and then just.
Well, you go into deep depression earlier if you lose.
Well,
true.
You can also start drinking earlier in the day too.
But
not like a 2 o'clock.
Definitely, of course.
What do you call that? Morning drinking, day drinking? Is that what that's called?
Day drinking.
It's called when I wake up, I drink. I brush my teeth with it.
I think I like Texas's stadium as well. I don't know if you guys do, being Hawk fans, but I actually always liked their.
I mean, Texas was pretty impressive, weren't they, in the opening week?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't really get a good look at them, but. They have that new quarterback, Quinn Ewers. He's from Ohio State. He went there for a year and then transferred back to Texas. So,
do you think they have any chance at all, Texas? I mean, at all.
Never want to say never, especially
Yeah.
the second week in the season, because you really, seeing who Alabama and Texas played, you don't know a whole lot about them.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
both teams were probably not showing much, honestly.
Right. Bama is always going to be Bama, but Texas, we just don't know. We don't know who they are yet.
So
Yeah,
who
'cause
are
they
we
came
for
out.
in this game? Are we SEC or are we?
I mean,
I'm not with that
technically-
SEC crap, to be honest.
Technically, they're
technically
both
my
SEC teams now.
No, not yet.
This is a big week 2 SEC matchup against Alabama and Texas.
I just can't ever root for Texas unless I'm stupid.
I think the games that are most on the line is Arkansas and South Carolina and Florida and Kentucky, just because those are SEC matchups.
Right.
So that's going to dictate, more in the conference than, Alabama or Texas, because Texas, is still outside of the conference, and Pittsburgh and Tennessee, that's not going to dictate as much, but
Yeah.
still important games. But I just think those are the two most important games for the SEC this week.
I kind of agree with that because they have bearing on the SEC standings.
Yeah,
More
conference
so than
matchups,
the others, yeah. Okay. So, game of the week. Give us your game of the week one more time.
I'm gonna go Florida and Kentucky.
Right. Okay, I'll go. I'll let you have our because I know one of us is going to pick Arkansas, South Carolina. So let me go with Alabama, Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to go there if you went the other
Yep.
one. But, yeah, I think those are both. I'll
Go
take
with your
Arkansas
gut,
and
man.
South Carolina. But, again, there's 4 or 5 matchups. It's going to be
Interesting.
really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, sir. I think that wraps it up for us for the week,
Oh, yeah.
2 predictions, right?
Yeah.
Week 2 in the books. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Sauce Boys out, baby.
Sauce Boys out.